princesses always have a great, beautiful song to sing. But what if they were in a band? What would they play? I picked 5 Disney princesses and I went through and picked out an instrument for each of them. When choosing an instrument, most people are drawn to ones that match their personality. So when I chose an instrument for them, I tried to base it off their personality or some of the things that they like in the movie. Our first Disney princess is Mulan. Mulan is my favorite Disney princess because she's strong and just does whatever she wants and doesn't care what other people think. I want to be her one day. I gave Mulan the trumpet. Well, I wanted to anyways, so we could play the same instrument, but I gave Mulan the trombone. The trombone is a fun instrument that sometimes always doesn't fit in with the band. It doesn't have valves, it doesn't have buttons, it has a slide and is the only instrument in the band with that. Also, because of it, its timbre sticks out just a little bit and doesn't always blend in with the band. But trombones don't mind not fitting in. Trombones also have a very smooth sound because of this slide, and they're a powerhouse in the brass. In Mulan 2, which if you haven't seen it, not as good as Mulan 1, but still pretty fun and has some amazing songs, like the first song in the entire movie where a bunch of girls come running up and they're like, Mulan, Mulan, how do we be like you? How do we be like you? And she's like, okay. Lesson number 1 is she teaches them how to be soft, like a cloud, like bamboo, bending in the wind, flowing, smooth. You have to be graceful, kind of like a trombone, and they're smooth how they slide and the kind of jazzy feel that they have. The second thing that she teaches them is like a rock. You have to be tough and powerful and strong, and that's what trombones are. Trombones are kind of like that blend between every single instrument, and Mulan literally tries to blend in with being a man. That's why I think the trombone is perfect for Mulan. It's different than what everyone else plays. It's smooth, it's powerful, it's going to fit her personality perfect. Our next Disney princess is Snow White, and I'm not talking about the live action because I refuse to watch that version. I would give Snow White a flute, 100%. In the wishing scene, she's literally standing there singing and these birds come and harmonize with her, and it's just soft and airy, which is exactly what a flute is. Her whole character is light and airy. It literally looks like she weighs 5 pounds, and she lives for the drama. She literally is living with 7 men. Sorry, flute players, but some of you guys are boy crazy. Snow White also has one huge hater, and that's the evil queen. And guess what, flutes? You also have one giant hater. Me. Yeah, I actually hate the flutes. I don't like how it sounds. It's super airy and I don't like the sound of the flute. It's not pleasing to my ears. So sorry guys, love ya, but I think the flute was perfect for her. Main character energy, but not main character. Super light and graceful and a little bit of a drama queen. Our next Disney princess is Ariel. Ariel obviously plays the violin. In Part of Your World, which is like the big song for her, she's reaching up, singing about wanting more and that longing and that dramatic, and it just screams violin. Almost every other Disney princess has a dream that has to do with helping other people, but not Ariel. Ariel is just concerned with her dream. She wants to go on land. She wants to go see what the people know, ask them her questions and get some answers. And she does this without permission, which causes a whole lot of problems for other people like Sebastian, aka the second violin who's just trying to keep up. She only focuses on one dream, and violin players usually only focus on one instrument, theirs. Ariel's whole storyline is basically one giant solo, which is every violinist's dream, to just be them up there playing and doing whatever they want and making everyone else follow them. So that's why Ariel is a violin. She can pour all the emotions she wants into the violin because it has a huge range, different ways to express herself. Now let's look at a Disney princess classic, Cinderella. Now it has been quite a long time since I've seen this movie, but I've seen the storyline 1,000 times. What other instrument does everybody know and honestly everybody could play? The triangle. And think about her transformation scene with the fairy godmother. It's all this buildup of her dress changing and the sparkles and her glass slippers all into this one big moment when it's all put together, and it's this sparkly magical moment and kind of reminds you of the sound ding of a triangle. Triangles usually play not a lot during music. They have a lot of rest, but they do have a very special ding. Cinderella has a lot of build up into her story with the stepsisters and dad and just working as a housemaid until her magical fairy godmother moment. She gets to go to the ball, and then guess what? Goes back to her normal life because it's a triangle. Not that exciting. But some people do take triangles and run with it, which I think Cinderella would 100% do. The triangle also doesn't need to be loud to be unforgettable. Just like Cinderella, she is one of the most popular and well-known princesses of the time, and so is the instrument of a triangle. You might not be able to remember exactly what the melody was, but you can definitely remember when that triangle came in and pierced your ears with a little magical sparkle. Everyone loves the triangle just as everyone loves Cinderella and her story, so it just makes perfect sense for her. Now let's talk about Jasmine. Jasmine in my head is kind of one of the cool kickback princesses, and that's not only because she is cool in the movie and is super independent, wants to do her own thing, but she also wears a crop top. No other Disney princess is wearing a crop top and baggy sweats. Jasmine is following the trends of the time. So because she's so cool, she has to play a cool instrument. It can't be like the clarinet or the trumpet that's way too loud and in your face. She would definitely play the saxophone. You may not always hear the saxophone in music, but when it's missing, you definitely know it's gone. And I think that's what Jasmine is in the story. In her kingdom, not everyone really notices she's kind of part there and doing a lot of work, but if she was gone, it would be a complete disaster. Also, any saxophone player would definitely fall for some street rat guy who's trying to be a prince. I'm sorry, saxophones, if they seem cool and they take you on a magic carpet ride, I know that you guys would be down. If they are trying to be controlled, they're not gonna let that happen. No saxophone player can ever be controlled. They're just gonna do the exact opposite of what you're trying to make them do or rebel entirely. I've seen a whole saxophone section, the director asked them to do something and they were not willing to do, so they just didn't do it. No matter how much the director yelled, they continue to do their own thing and rebel. So with Jasmine being this cool cat who can talk and hang out with the street guys and is not willing to be controlled, a saxophone makes perfect sense. Also, how cool would that saxophone, like that gold saxophone, look with her blue little outfit? Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite Disney princess is and what instrument you would have her play. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.